Com. Music Exchange. Once you're here, you're family.
Hey, this is Derek St. Holmes. People, you heard it on the X.
Hi, folks. Welcome back to Heard It on the X. Derek St. Holmes bringing us back. He's going to be in at Rapids Theater soon with our good friend Michael Hund.
Yeah, our good friend Michael Hund playing with Derek St. Holmes, the voice behind Stranglehold and the double live Gonzo.
Yeah, all the Ted Nugent hits
yeah.
really were him. And Mikey's going to be playing with them, and that's a back-to-back concert
Our
event.
good friend Ross, who supported us last week with our Zoso concert.
Yeah, somebody else who helped us a lot. This was in the. I swear to God, this is not some creepy thing that I brought in.
This is a box. This is like a medical.
Read what it says on
This is like the box that you see at the doctors that they put the needles in. It says
yeah.
it says cremated remains of James Dean, ID 8735, Inland Crematory, Colton, California.
We broadcast.
Am I holding James Dean in my hand?
I think we are. We broadcast. Our flagship station is KB 1520, 50,000 watt juggernaut out of Buffalo, New York, and there's just a series of wacky people who broadcast from here. Whose is this, Chip?
That's Dr. J's.
Dr. J, and he does a morning show here, and he's obviously insane.
Yeah. I mean, in a good way.
Yeah. And now, when is his morning show? Sunday mornings?
Saturday morning, 7 till 9.
7 to 9. Yeah, well, that's great. It sounds like he's nuts.
Does he always bring in a dead body?
No.
That was. I think he had that. He found that somewhere at his other job.
Oh, he just found it.
Oh, he found James Dean. I wonder if they got Jimmy Hoffa there.
They might.
Can we open it?
Yeah, open it.
Would it be frowned upon for us to open it?
I'm going to open it.
No. Are you really going to open it? Here, you
I'll
open
open it over here.
I'm going to go to the phone while you open that.
Cigarette.
You have an interview to do. I will open this.
It's a cigar. I think that's
Terrible. That's in poor taste. This Friday, I believe it's this Friday, Max Village Brewhouse in Orchard Park is my favorite place. Look at the face that Josh was making. I can't believe he opened this thing.
You smell that?
No. Josh just opened James Dean's remains on the radio. That's got to be a radio first, I think. Don't you think?
Wow, yeah.
That's a
That was
thing.
bad. My eyes are watering.
Is there really remains in there?
Open it.
No, I refuse to. Dude, I have the weakest stomach in the world. Ask Kim Marie. I really do have the weakest stomach. Okay. Let's get back to the story at hand here. Do you think it's James Dean for real?
It didn't look like him.
No?
No.
Would you recognize his ashes?
I don't know. He had a very strong cheek structure, his cheekbones. So I think I would recognize those cheekbones. No.
You look really sick.
Let's go to the phone.
You got that on video, right? That'll be on YouTube later. I hope that came out right. Brendan, are you there?
Yeah, man, what's going on?
Hey, dude, you probably don't even want to talk to us anymore. I don't know what's going on in the studio. It's out of hand.
Sounds like you guys are having a lot of fun up there.
Okay, so you are in a band called the Bumping Uglies.
Yes.
And you will be playing at Max Village Brewhouse. Is it this Friday, brother?
Yeah, this Friday. We're going to be there from 10 till they close down.
Okay, that's perfect. And Max is one of my favorite places. You're a guy who's doing some promotion for you, Nick, comes there on Wednesdays and hangs out with me. I play there acoustically on Wednesday. The Clinton family are just wonderful people. They really are making Max like an old school music place here in Buffalo. You guys are from Baltimore, correct?
We're from Annapolis specifically, yeah, but we're really close to Baltimore.
Okay, I don't know what the music scene. Historically, the music scene in Buffalo it used to be great back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, even early 80s. A little drop off in the 90s when people started doing DJ stuff. But the Clinton family is bringing things back, full circle. They put in a beautiful new stage there. It's a great place. It's a really wonderful place in the village of Orchard Park to check out some music. So you guys are going to have a lot of fun there.
Yeah, man, we're really looking forward to it, man. We always have a great time when we're up in Buffalo.
How now tell me about the album. You just released an album, correct?
Yeah, we just released a 15-track album. It's called Free Candy. We're really proud of it, man. We've been touring a lot trying to promote it. It's we play kind of like reggae ska, but it's got a couple like acoustic songs on there as well. It's a very eclectic album, and we're very happy with it.
Yeah, we've been playing some of the cuts. It's coincidental that it's called Free Candy because Josh drives around in a van that says Free Candy.
That's actually the album cover, man. We have a
it was Josh's van.
That we took like cheerleader paint and we wrote Free Candy on it and took it to a a playground and took some pictures and made that the album cover.
You're lucky you're not in jail.
I know. I was actually picked up in one of those free candy mobiles when I was younger, and that's what gave me the idea to spread that joy to the next generation.
Yeah, we're pretty proud of it, man. We thought it was pretty clever.
So, is this the first full album that you guys have done, or?
Yes, we did a 5-track EP last summer, but it's our first full length.
That's fantastic. And has the album been well received?
Yeah, it's been pretty well received critically. We've had it reviewed on a couple of different magazines and websites. ThePeer.org did one for us, as well as Music Bailout, and a couple Examiners. I don't know if you have those up there, but they're just online newspapers and whatnot.
Yeah. So, and obviously you'll be selling discs at the show at Max.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got trucker hats and shirts and all that other fun stuff as well. So
you're coming in with the full line of swag.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's perfect. Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing when you're in a touring band, right? You gotta take what you can get to the next city. Are you playing anywhere after Buffalo or after Orchard Park?
Yeah, we'll be playing in Pittsburgh the next night, and we're working on a New York City show for the night before.
Oh, good for you, man. Good for you. Okay, so Friday night, what time you guys go on?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Josh, Kim Marie, myself, and we're going to try to drag Jim out. We're going to see you down there for sure. You're going to love Max. Have you played there before?
No, we haven't, man. I was looking at it online. It looks like a fun place.
It's a great place. And the thing about Max, there's something about this Clinton family. Every room they have, they got a couple rooms in town. They're the best sounding rooms. They just sound so good.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
All right, man, the Bumping Uglies, everybody, this Friday at Max Village Brewhouse. Brendan, I can't thank you enough, and we'll see you Friday, bro, okay?
Yeah, thank you, man. Have a good night.
All right, you too, man. Bye.
Take care.
I like the name.
Yeah, I do. It's a clever name. They give out free candy as well for the album.
Could you imagine actually taking that van to a playground, though?
I know. In 5 minutes, you'd think the cops would have been there.
Good thing he wasn't in New York City. Officer Bologna would have beat him.
Officer Bologna would have been all over there with some pepper spray, and he would have freaked. Not
to get back on this Officer Bologna thing, but that actually is what aggravates me about the current state that we're in, because it seems to me like the way things are going, and I'm not saying you could definitely do this, but it just seems to me that at this point in time that you could probably drive around and park at a playground with a van that says free candy and not be bothered. But, exercise your constitutional rights, and they're going to beat you in the head with a club or spray you,
Club you like a baby seal.
If your stuff gets stolen, nobody's gonna solve your crime, but they will pull you over if your headlight's out, because all these municipalities need some money. That's what it's coming down to, and it's multiple things in society I think are frustrating people. That being one of them. That's just my opinion.
I'm very frustrated, Rich, that I'm sitting next to a dead body.
Yeah,
that's where my frustration is coming in.
I pray that comes out on the video. It was probably. I wish the camera was on this side and could have saw your face. You're still pretty disturbed by it.
Yeah, I'm still a little freaked out.
So Dr. J.
Yes.
Might actually have James Dean's body.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wish I was up early enough in the morning to call him, because I would call him and see if that's really James Dean's body, or if he knows where Jimmy Hoffa is.
Isn't he underneath Giant Stadium?
What I've heard?
Didn't they dig it up and he wasn't there?
I think they did, because they just built the new one.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But the last I heard, there was a guy on death row or something who gave him really definitive information, and they think that the case is solved. I don't remember where he is, but
he's underneath that Toys R Us in Times Square. That'd be great.
Right under the Ferris wheel?
Yeah, if he's under the Ferris wheel, or just somewhere awesome like that.
Yeah.
Underneath the Dora the Explorer cart?
Yeah. You know way too much about the
I've been on that
Toys R Us.
Yeah. You guys are both twisted.
All I know is they have a Ferris wheel. All I know is they have a Ferris wheel.
I don't know anything about the Toys R Us in Times Square.
He knows the aisles. He knows. You know that one where you make a right down aisle 3 and there's that teddy bear there?
We have to go to a commercial break. But, Jim, is there any way you could quickly tell me the story that you were telling us, talking about the New York City Police Department?
Yeah. Now?
You've spent a lot of time in New York and worked at a couple radio stations in New York City.
Yeah.
If you could.
Yeah, when I was in New York, I lived in a dorm, and I was on the 4th floor, and one night there was a car alarm going off all night long. It was probably midnight, so I called the police. I was like, hey, can you guys put an end to this, call the owner. They looked at the plates, I think. I don't know what they did, but they showed up with a big truck, like one of those monster-looking, like SWAT-type trucks.
A military-type vehicle.
Yeah, there were a bunch of police cars, and they all showed up. They cut a hole in the door, opened the door, popped the hood, took the battery out, and left.
Yeah.
And the next morning I woke up and I looked out my window and I saw the owner of the car walking around his car, you know, like, what? Why is there a hole in my door? Why is this all damaged? Yeah, so.
And then you were like, this is my fault.
Oh,
So he saw you, and he came
so
up
you
to
hid
your
probably.
room.
Now, let me ask you this, though. So you were living in a dorm, and he resided in the dorm, too?
I think he was probably neighboring somewhere.
In the neighborhood, though.
Yeah, an apartment somewhere.
And obviously, if he showed up the next morning, he was home. So they could have just knocked on the door and said, hey, shut your alarm off, and then ticketed him or whatever. Yeah. Or they could have put it on a flatbed. And certainly you weren't suspecting that they were going to vandalize his vehicle.
Yeah, I didn't.
And steal his battery.
Jim was rooting for it.
I know the apartment complex across the street called the police. I know, and they got enough calls that they finally showed up, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
That was the New York Police Department.
Lovely.
At its best.
Lovely. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, and I want to say we're not bagging on all police departments, nor are we bagging on all police. Before I get a bunch of emails saying that I'm a police hater, because I'm not. I'm a bully hater, and I don't like what's going on in my country, and unfortunately I have the right to say it.
Cop killer.
Don't even start. Don't even start. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. Stick around, folks.
Hi, I'm Dick Bauer.